Greetings and salutations, fellow gamers. Lukey P here with another episode of Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate with Brazil. So since the last episode we have finished our war with Australia not that long ago. So you can see the shields where we were conquering. We'd swept down this coast and taken a lot of their industrial heartlands, and when we took their capital, which is is this it, Canberra? No, their capital's somewhere around here. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that it? Quebec and Canberra, there we are, that was it. So when we took that, they kind of surrendered. This is a really cool area down here. I didn't realise they had this, but around Melbourne they've got an absolute load of industrial plants and military plants. So we've now got plenty of capacity to produce this stuff, and in fact I'm actually going to turn off like 17 of them and see what that does. Yeah, we're using a lot of that because we're building a lot. You can see dollar signs where I'm building various infrastructure. I probably do want to think about, yeah, I don't really need to worry too much about it, because I'm not really going to be building units down here. That was taken for the population. So we are now at 261 million people, and my next target, my next prize is India. India is now independent, which is a bit of a shame. They're going to ramp up really quickly, I've little doubt. What I really want to do is, this episode I'm going to declare war on the UK, mainly because I want to sweep through British Burma and get to India. Do I have any war justification on India? No, pretty much none. Shame. Formosa, Senegal. This is what baffles me about this game sometimes. So I had a lot of the time when I didn't want to go to war with them, I had 100% war justification towards the UK. And now I do want to go to war with them. I'm down at 71%. So what will happen when we go to war, I imagine, is... Oh, we're still trying to take that capital. Is, I assume, all their colonies will declare. Which is why we have this foothold in Africa. Basically waiting to go to war with a bunch of them. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start getting my units out. So you're Vichy, British. So you need to go down towards that area. Just turn that off because it's a struggle to see a little bit. Some artillery out. We got air units there as well. 37 in reserve. Why don't you meander down to there. Deploy them all at once. Oh, it did. Okay. We like these brain carriers because they've got a bit better supply. We're just getting these units out and getting ready to declare war. Don't need that either. What's that? We've designed another unit. We're actually our research is going pretty well. Pretty well indeed. And we've started building a bunch of stuff around here. So we've kept that because around here's got kind of 100% production. Where we took Siam. This area I've prioritised, have I? Yeah, so that military area's got high priority, and then I think I've given this whole theatre high priority to start sending troops to this part of the world, because I've every intention of going to war. In fact, don't need that, but we must have taken that at the very end of the Australian War. We're just getting all our units out and ready, which is taking a little while. But it means that when we go to war, we aren't messing around, basically. If you got some reserve units in there, that's all artillery. Okay, let's send you guys up there to help with those Marines.
We took their capital.
Oh, that's the that's Papua New Guinea, who are still fair play to them. They've basically refused to surrender their necks until just now, when I think they had actually run out of cities. Literally, we went round and conquered all of their cities, and they just moved their capital every time. If we got condors in there, oh, that's all our air units. We want to be careful we don't accidentally. Send them all there. I really hope none of them die on the way. Okay. We got an air base here. No, so we're going to have to fly to... No air base there either. I am going to build a network of air bases or airfields. Is that British? Yeah, it is. I didn't think about that. Might have to be prepared to go to war with those areas. Okay. That's an airfield, isn't it? Okay. Let's try and... Seaport, no airfield. Airbase, excellent. Hopefully they can make it to there without crashing. Yep. Awesome. No airfields. Airfield. 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 So I'm just trying to get them to travel across in a way which doesn't kill any of them. Because every now and again I hear a bang and it's a plane I've spent time building which has just suddenly downed itself, basically. That could have been one. Don't know. Try and get them all the way up there now. At least those were sensible enough to stop for resupply. Okay. Guys, not got any condors over here. That's what you really want, is condors. And these are all my basically my forces from Australia, I think, redeploying. Where are you guys going? Oh, that's my Marines, because I was thinking about taking the Philippines on, but actually I don't think we need to worry about that now. That'd be a plane randomly crashing somewhere. That'd be another plane randomly crashing somewhere. If the computer's doing that, that is so frustrating because it doesn't tell you where it's happening. You just hear a bang and a plane has died. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, look, it's just... What are you doing, computer? Oh, for goodness sakes. This is one of the worst features of the AI. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build some... I wonder if it's over this part of the world where it's going wrong. Haven't even got any supply up here. Right, I think I'm going to start the war purely because if I have to listen to any more of my units commit suicide, I'm going to lose it, I think. Right, it's quieting down. It's quieting down. Right, just because the British, I think, have got an alrightish navy, probably still. We'll wait for these guys to get in. At least close this. Right, that'll do. That's enough, and we are off to war with my home nation. You have 100, so hardly any army staff. We could be provoking Canada, New Zealand and South Africa. Well, let's see what happens. So you guys should instantly go and take that. You guys should go and take that. That can be scrapped. Just have a little look at the battle zones. So while that's still a colony, let's send let's try and take the colonies. If you've got some reserves here, you can get out. So you're just guarding that. Okay, go and try and take that. Yeah, we've gone to war. Basically, we're at war with all of these now. So, that's alright though. Because these are all colonies, they shouldn't put up that much of a fight. Wow. Britain has a lot of colonies. Nuclear weapons research, and where you go. British Malay states. Oh, I forgot I should be trying to conquer that. So can you land? If you all land there, I can sweep and take the Malay states. Very handy. Scrap, repair, scrap, repair an airfield. Which one is... I'm getting lost. I'm down here, that's why. So you've deployed several thousand supply trucks, it would seem. Okay. Let's go and march through here. I am going to use battle zones here. Let's use battle zone control, military priority high and offensive. And then over here. Offensive. Ah, condors are here. Excellent. So far, we haven't lost any units. No, I want you to... go this way. Checking the economy. I've done that for a little while. At some point we're probably going to have to build more gas fields, which I didn't think we'd be in the situation of having to do. Oh. Didn't realise we had British colonies around here as well. Okay. So have you got you guys should just basically take these guys out, pretty much. What I do while I'm pottering around over here is, because otherwise I will forget and we may end up short of oil, which we definitely don't want. Let's look for an oil area. Ideally in our original Brazil, but if not, yep, so that is an original area of Brazil. Just get a little bit muddled there, okay. So I want you to take battle zone control, medium and offensive. And basically you should just deploy that lot. I would love to know, didn't we build an awful lot of marines somewhere around here? No, these guys have got great great units, but no marines. Okay, never mind. scrap that and rebuild that. And this is why it will be slow going, I fear, is it's things like that. So we've got all these units here, and instead of sending in the artillery, we're trying to destroy 3 garrisons with a single unit. And that is one of the stupidities of the computer's AI, unfortunately. Got there, scrap it.
We took their capital.
Whose capital did we take? British Burma. Where is British Burma? Somewhere over here, isn't it? Did we that's British Brunei. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's that. Okay. Might as well chuck a couple of supply depots in there as well. We can anyway. Yeah, this is what frustrates me. So I'm letting the computer do it, but it's marching a lot of units into no man's land, basically, which isn't highly helpful. Oh, why'd you send these units? Look, you're sending 1 unit to try and take the UK capital. Unbelievable, computer. Absolutely unbelievable. So at least double back and try and join up with the main force there. I should all land. Okay, but when you land, go and help conquer this first. Don't think we've lost any units as of yet. That is basically the rubber centre of the world there, and that is why I've turned my units this way to conquer British Malay states first. Poland's eliminated again. few supply depots as we go, because this is the route towards India. Any of you guys in reserves? What I might want to do actually is turn off theatre controls, because it seems to be storing my units somewhere I don't need them to be stored. So this is a pretty good start to the war, certainly in Asia. Let's go and have a look and see what's happening over in Africa. That's not Africa. That is Brazilian Panama, who don't seem to be that fond of us right now, so let's give them some more stuff. Petrol, sure they can have some of that. Coal, yeah, have some of that. Metal, yeah, I'll give you some of that. Should be more than they need by some distance. I want to give you nothing. There you go. 400 million of stuff just because I'm nice like that. Where on earth are you retreating? I still think we are yet to lose a single unit. Still no new units to research. We've got some motorised engineers there who we don't want to move on, so going to adopt a new policy, I think, of regularly dotting airfields around to stop our units crashing. Why are you retreating? I'm trying to get these guys to go within range. Don't need that, but repair that, and put a supply depot and a barracks in there, because we haven't had a barracks for a little while. And that's southern Rhodesia, okay, that's all northern Rhodesia. I might want to give, just because of the scale of this war, I think I should probably go here and give my, no, wrong screen, isn't it? So units retreats increases, but beacons were in. So let me just see. So low units go to repair, high actively attack and defend. Units will call for resupply. Reserve and deploy. Yeah, I think we should give him well, let's see how we go for 10 minutes with it on like that. Am I at war with? United Kingdom. So what is South Africa doing there? Or is that British Rhodesia? Alright, they've got a couple of air. We may make that a new supply hub there. Right, so you guys are on the move. Ceasefire signed. China and Vichy France have reached a ceasefire. Oh, hello. This is what happens when you tell units to automatically deploy, I guess. So they basically, yeah, just tanked my available reserves, but you know, it is what it is. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Rebuild. Scrap.
We took their capital.
What capital was that? British Burma. Oh, that's them again. They've lost their second capital. Okay. Why are you guys... So I get why the number 6 what are you guys doing? I don't need artillery camped in the city when you should be up there on the front line. Just build a barracks as well. Don't think we've seen one of those for a little while.
Took their capital.
Which capital's that one? British Guyana. Yeah, which was that country? Okay. I can't imagine these guys will last too much more. Don't need a power core, don't need that. We will keep a sea pier and a air force there. Tank Tech 43, only 4 years late. None of these are improvements on what we've already got. Okay, well, clearly turning on, we have a lot more units out and about now. So turning on Minister Auto Control does have that benefit, clearly. I do seem to be spending a lot of my time clearing up our gains over various parts of the world, which does rather suggest that having the Minister's control isn't the worst idea, certainly when you're massively outnumbering people like we are the Brits here. I wonder, is there a way to turn off that prioritization? So basically we've taken all that, have we? So is that all? Rangoon. That's also Rangoon. That's Dulka. So where does one end and the other begin? So that's India. So why not let's turn that to low. So before we send any units off, we should conquer that just to finish it off, basically.
We took their capital.
Yeah. We lost our first unit of the war. And it's happened in British... Oh, so we've gone through Northern Rhodesia. And we're after Southern Rhodesia, okay. I've conquered Guyana. Annex, because that's that country there, wasn't it? Or what was that country there? Are there any Marines in amongst any of these? No. Sadly not. Have we got any of the oh, we have. Because these guys can deploy people without let me move these up here. So those guys can basically drop people off without needing to without needing a seaport or a CPM. I'm slightly worried we're asset stripping these areas here. I may need to say battle zone control, military priority and defensive, just to keep some units there. So yeah. Bring you down to there. Oh, I thought we told you to build a couple of oh no, it's down here, isn't it? No, it's down there. So these are South African units, aren't they? Am I at war with South Africa? No, I'm not. A bit confused why their units are getting in the way. I mean, in some ways it doesn't really bother me. I just keep smashing them, but it's more on principle. How comes they get to fight wars against me when they're not at war with me? Wow, that's a view I've not seen before. The world carved up into battle zones. Okay, so this episode has gone a bit long. We are fighting wars on loads of fronts. I'll continue the experiment of having our military control pretty much initiative pretty much at full off camera, and see what that's going like. But it does seem to be helping us with the the fact that basically we're getting to the point where I'm fighting a war here, I'm fighting a war here, I'm fighting some wars down here, I'm trying to take this territory here, I'm trying to fight a war in Africa, I'm trying to take these little islands dotted around here, so there's lots going on. Incidentally, I would probably make all these colonies because I don't want to neighbour the US. Yeah. So we'll wrap it there. As always, any comments, let me know. If anybody else has any experiences, good or bad, of using the computer's AI to prioritise your units, let me know. We're up at 1.5 million people now. We are a bit short of reserve personnel, so let's turn that up to encourage more people to join our army. There we go. And yeah, I will come back with my next episode when there's something notable to report on. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I'm Lukey P, and I will see you again soon.